I would ask that you would say a silent prayer for me to be able to control myself today. You know, there are days when your mother's words come to mind. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, that would leave about 3 hours of very expensive airtime sounding like this. Because I have nothing nice to say today. I don't think I can take it much longer. Let's begin here. I think we can all agree, or can we, both left and right, that children are being caught up in an illegal immigration situation that is awful. If you can't agree with that now, you should check your card to see if you are a current member of the human race. Apparently, however, no one who is upset about the situation can agree on when it made them angry or upset, when they suddenly realized that this was a problem. You see, this weekend, it suddenly, even a little magically, began to matter to those on the left, seemingly out of nowhere. They all collectively realized together, simultaneously, that this was a problem. And they knew exactly who to blame. It was Donald Trump. Then, last night, Rachel Maddow said this.
This has just come out from the Associated Press. This is incredible. Trump administration officials have been sending babies and other young children. Oh, hold on. To at least 3. Can we put up the graphic of this? Thank you. Do we have it? No. 3 tender age shelters in South Texas. Lawyers and medical providers just...
Okay, we're going to stop here. I think we all get the point. She was emotional last night on television. And I am going to do something for her that her and her friends never did for me. Rachel, I believe you were caught up in emotion last night because you love your country and you're worried about it. You're worried about the direction we're going in. And it's overwhelming, isn't it? So I will give you a pass for being emotional on television. I understand. Here's what I cannot give you a pass on. Where was your outrage and emotion back in 2014? Because the same situation that is going on today is exactly the same stuff that you, Rachel, and the rest of the left have only suddenly just now become woke on. It was going on back in July 2014, and it was arguably worse back then. Now, if you want to say, well, Glenn, somehow or another, it escaped the entire NBC newsroom back in 2014, and I honestly didn't know it, but I do now. And because I am an intelligent journalist, I will do my homework, and it's not really hard to look back in time and see This isn't Donald Trump. In fact, this policy is from the 90s. And there were those on the right, like me, that was there begging people like you to cover what was going on, but you would not for some reason. Now, if you want to say, Glenn, I didn't care then, but it wasn't because I didn't care about the kids or I was just trying to protect my side, I honestly didn't see. Or I will even give you, I was protecting my side and I was wrong. But please do not get on television. Don't you dare get on television and cry and blame it on Donald Trump and try to get everybody to believe that it is the evil Donald Trump. Your crocodile tears, which I happen to believe are true, but they become crocodile tears if you don't look at the whole truth. Donald Trump could walk out on the street today and get hit by a bus, God forbid. And if he were hit by a bus, this situation would not change. And it's not because of evil Mike Pence would then be in. You could take Hillary Clinton and walk her into the White House, sit her behind the chair, and it still would not change. Now, if you want to be an adult and we'll have an adult conversation, let's have one. It was left up to people like me, who people like you called a conspiracy theorist, when we said the president was keeping children in cages. We had the photographic proof, but that wasn't enough for you. These kids are being used as pawns. They were being used as pawns. They've been used as pawns for as long as we can remember. They are human beings. And for those at Breitbart, don't think that the American people don't see you. They don't see that you mocked me for having compassion at the time. You mocked me for bringing soccer balls, only to now report that how can this be so bad? Because President Trump is in charge, and now they, and I'm quoting you, have soccer balls to play with. Please, dear God, restrain my tongue today. It was important in 2014. It is important today. And if we don't stop playing politics, it will be worse and even more important tomorrow.